Hey there, welcome to Jackie Talks Horror. I'm Jackie, and today I'm diving into a preview of a horror comedy meta-horror remake coming out on Christmas Day. It's Anaconda. Quick heads up, I'll be using what images I can find and the trailer from the film throughout this video. And the links to the trailer and any articles I reference will be in the description below. So in this video, we'll quickly recap the original film. Then we'll check out the cast of the 2025 remake, explore what the production team is promising to bring to the table, and break down what the trailer and the other promotional media promise. So let's dive in. As people are calling it a remake, let's have a quick look at the original film and its place in cinematic history. So the original film was about a film crew shooting a documentary deep in the Amazon, when they come across Paul, played quite memorably by Jon Voight, who takes them on his mission to find his ultimate prey, a huge anaconda that he's trying to catch. And it starred Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, Jon Voight and Eric Stoltz. The film has cult status over the years for several reasons. Critics at the time hated it and said it was campy, overacted and ridiculous, but audiences loved it for exactly those reasons, and it's found a loyal fan base, embracing its so bad it's good vibe and its B-movie energy with quotable lines and dialogue, and don't forget that upward flowing waterfall. It also delivered some truly iconic scenes, such as Jon Voight's over-the-top performance, his equally dramatic death scene, and of course the snake itself. In fact, there were memes before memes were a thing. Those over-the-top scares and a now iconic snake are exactly what this new remake is riffing on. The original movie even spawned 4 sequels and a crossover with Lake Placid, cementing his place as a cult creature feature classic. Okay, so let's have a look at how the 2025 film is shaping up. Firstly, the premise. 2 lifelong friends in the midst of a midlife crisis attempt to remake their favourite childhood movie, only to encounter a real giant anaconda in the Amazon jungle. Sounds like a blast, right? And if they can get the balance right, there should be an absolutely side-splitting creature feature. Now let's have a quick look at the cast. Our 2 leads are Doug McAllister, played by Jack Black, and Ronald Griffin, played by Paul Rudd. They are joined on the expedition by Claire Simmons, portrayed by Thandiwe Newton, and Kenny Trent, played by Steve Zahn. My only worry here is that Jack Black has been very hit and miss for me lately, and whilst Paul Rudd is always likeable, he's getting to wear on me a little as well. So I hope the characters are written well enough to give them the space to show the best. As for Thandiwe Newton, she's endlessly versatile and has a wide and varied filmography, as well as TV series, and she always delivers. And Steve Zahn, I've recently seen as Solo in Silo, the TV series. He was really good, and it's an excellent TV series. Comment below if you've seen it and what you thought of it. The 2025 film is directed and co-written by Tom Gormican. I really enjoyed his film, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. He's teamed up again with his co-writer on that, Kevin Etten, so we really know these two can handle meta-humour and self-aware storytelling. If they bring that same energy into the jungle, we could be in for something that's both sharp and ridiculous in all the right ways. Visually, from what we can see in the trailer, we will have a mix of lush, almost claustrophobic jungle shots, some exaggerated tongue-in-cheek framing, and it was filmed on the Gold Coast, standing in for the Amazon. If Gormican brings the same slick, self-aware camera style we saw in Massive Talent, we might find clever film-within-a-film moments, maybe breaking the fourth wall, showing us the movie crew filming, and then flipping straight into full-blown creature feature chaos. It's unclear yet who handled the cinematography of the score, but I'm hoping for a mix of adventurous energy, over-the-top tension, and something that plays up the comedy and the scares. So the trailer that dropped in September didn't show us too much about the characters, but I thought it looked fun, highlighting the physical and situational humour of the premise. It did give us a bit more on the story, but I'm not going to spoil that, in case you want to go in fresh. Let's just say, I'm hoping the trailer didn't pick the best bits and leave the film feeling flat. I'm looking at you here, Suicide Squad. There was also a short behind-the-scenes featurette where Jack Black and Paul Rudd are commentating on the trailer and talking a little about their experiences filming the film, which does add a little to it. It's only just over a minute long, so worth watching as well, and gives you a nice sense of the chemistry promised in the movie. Links to both of those videos in the description below if you want to check them out for yourself. There are also a couple of interviews with Black and Rudd that add to the excitement. Black emphasises the difference he sees with the original and his with Entertainment Weekly. It's a lot funnier than the original, but it does have a lot of the original vibes in terms of the scary part. It's a horror film for real, but it's also got some clowning for sure. Meanwhile, Paul Rudd told Collider that the film isn't a remake, and he cited Tom Gormican's The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent as a tone reference, which, as a fan of that film, definitely bodes well for me. Okay, some final thoughts. So I'm looking forward to this, as I have confidence that Tom Gormican and Kevin Etten have what it takes to deliver a funny and meta-creature feature. However, my worry is that they will play Jack Black as he's been in the last few movies, which for me has been way over the top. Teaming him up with Paul Rudd may just balance things out nicely, and Thandiwe Newton is definitely a class act. Black has said that there are scares, although we only see the comedy in the trailer, so hopefully the script will be able to add some gravitas and let us know the characters, so there'll be some tension and actual stakes, and we won't just be laughing every time they're being chased. Overall though, from what we can tell, it seems to be a clever, self-aware horror comedy that pays homage to the original while bringing in its own unique twist. For fans of meta-horror, creature features, or just fun suspenseful movies, this is one not to miss. Okay, so that's it for this video. Are you excited about the Anaconda remake? Have you seen the original? If so, what did you think of it? Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the remake and the original down in the comments below. But remember to be respectful, and remember, this is only my opinion of the film. It would be a boring old world if we all like the same things. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like and subscribe, and click that bell so you don't miss what's coming next on this channel. This is Jackie signing off. Take care, and see you next time.